If you want to work with AI in 2026, but you don't have a degree, you feel like you're late to the party, or you just want something you can start learning in the next 30 to 60 days, this is for you. There are beginner-friendly roles like data annotation specialist, where companies literally pay you to train AI tools just by labeling information and correcting outputs. And there are roles like Chatbot Tester or AI Rater, where you're paid to test AI responses, improve prompts, and report issues with zero code, no phone calls, and no traditional degree. And make sure you stay for job number 5 way, because it's the one with the clearest growth path, if you want your income to increase over time, instead of staying stuck at entry level. Today, I'm walking you through 5 AI-related jobs that are realistic for beginners, can be remote, and can help you start building experience without going back to school. And no, this is not one of those, get rich quick, earn $8,000 a week videos. We're talking realistic pay ranges, beginner roadmaps, and what to expect if you put in consistent effort. Let's start with job number 1, because it's the lowest barrier way to start working with AI, even if you've never worked in tech before. Job number 1 is data annotation, sometimes called AI training. This is where companies pay you to label images, audio, or text, so their AI models can learn. You're basically teaching the AI what it's looking at, or what it's listening to. Day to day, that looks like this. You might be looking at photos and tagging what's in them. Things like car, traffic light, or person crossing the street. You might listen to short audio clips and type what you hear. Or you might read short pieces of text and decide whether they're positive, negative, or neutral, or whether they follow certain guidelines. For beginners, realistic pay is around $15 to $25 per hour when you're just getting started. As you get faster and more accurate, some specialized projects can go up into the $30 to $40 per hour range. Here's a simple roadmap. In the first week, you focus on passing qualification tests. These are usually 20 to 30 questions, testing how carefully you follow instructions. In weeks 2 and 3, you take on easier image or text tasks, just to build your accuracy rating. This is when you'll probably be closer to that $15 to $20 per hour range. By week 4 and beyond, if your accuracy stays high, you'll start seeing better paying projects, longer contracts, harder tasks, and higher hourly rates. Here's the reality check. This work can feel repetitive. You need patience, strong attention to detail, and the ability to follow sometimes boring instructions perfectly. The people who struggle here are the ones who rush, get flagged for low quality, and then don't qualify for better projects later. Pro tip: treat the first 2 to 3 weeks as paid training. Focus on perfect accuracy, not speed. Once your rating is solid, that's when you start being selective and applying for higher paying projects. Job number 2 is Conversational AI Rater, also called Chatbot Tester. This is where companies pay you to have fake conversations with an AI and then rate how good the responses are. Day to day, you'll type questions or prompts into a chatbot. You'll judge whether the answer is helpful, accurate, and safe. Sometimes you'll rewrite the answer to make it clearer or more useful. And you'll leave feedback like, too long, sounds robotic, or missed the question. This role is a great fit if you're good at writing, explaining things clearly, or you've worked in customer service, support, or tutoring before. Realistic pay here is usually in the $18 to $30 per hour range for beginners, depending on the project and company. Longer-term contracts can push that a bit higher. Here's the basic roadmap. In the first week, you learn the guidelines. Most projects give you a big document explaining what counts as a good answer, what's not allowed, and how scoring works. In weeks 2 and 3, you'll work on smaller batches of tasks. Expect your pay to feel average at first. This is normal while you learn their system. By week 4 and beyond, once you're comfortable with the rules, you can move faster without making mistakes, which increases your effective hourly rate. Here's the reality check. This is reading and writing heavy work. You'll be reading a lot of AI responses and thinking critically about them. If you hate reading or writing, this one will feel draining. Pro tip: if you've done customer support, email support, or online tutoring, highlight that in your applications. Companies love people who already know how to talk to users and fix confusing answers. If you're still watching and you want something stable that doesn't feel experimental or risky, job number 3 is probably the one you'll feel most confident starting with. Job number 3 is AI-assisted customer support specialist. This is basically regular customer support, but you're using AI tools to respond faster and more accurately. Day to day, you'll answer customer questions through chat or email. You'll use AI tools to draft responses or quickly find information. Then you'll edit the AI's answer so it sounds human and matches company policies. And you'll tag issues or escalate more complex problems to senior support. Realistic pay for remote roles is often in the $20 to $30 per hour range, or $40,000 to $55,000 per year for full-time roles, depending on the company and location. Here's your roadmap. In week 1, focus on building basic support skills, writing clearly, staying calm with frustrated customers, and solving simple problems. In weeks 2 and 3, look for roles like customer support specialist, customer experience agent, or support associate that mention AI tools or chat systems. By week 4 and beyond, once you land a role, your goal is to become the person on the team who uses AI the best, the one who knows the shortcuts, the templates, and how to fix bad AI suggestions quickly. Here's the reality check. This is still customer support. You may deal with complaints, refunds, and frustrated people. AI makes it easier, but it doesn't remove the human side of the job. Pro tip: before you apply, practice writing 10 to 15 sample email replies using AI tools. Show that you can take a messy customer question, use AI to draft a response, and then edit it into something clear, kind, and accurate. Job number 4 is AI-powered virtual assistant. This is usually a freelance or part-time role where you help business owners and use AI tools to get more done in less time. Day to day, you might draft emails or social posts using AI. You might summarize long documents or meetings. You might organize information in tools like Notion or Google Docs. And you might do basic research and create simple reports. You don't need a degree, but you do need to be organized and comfortable with basic tools like email, calendars, and online documents. Income here varies. Many beginners start around $15 to $25 per hour. As you get better and move into niches or international clients, $25 to $40 per hour is very realistic. Here's your roadmap. In week 1, pick 2 or 3 AI tools you're going to specialize in. In weeks 2 and 3, create a simple portfolio, sample emails, a content calendar, and a short research summary. By week 4 and beyond, apply for virtual assistant roles that mention AI tools, automation, or content creation. Here's the reality check. Because this is freelance, income can be inconsistent at first. You're also responsible for managing your time and finding clients. Pro tip: instead of calling yourself just a virtual assistant, position yourself as a virtual assistant who uses AI to get more done for clients faster. Job number 5 is no-code AI automation specialist. And this is the role with the clearest growth path if you want your income to increase over time. You're not writing code. You're using drag and drop tools to connect apps together and let AI handle repetitive tasks. Day to day, you might build automations that take form responses and send them into spreadsheets or CRMs. You might use AI to summarize emails and send those summaries to someone on the team. Or you might build workflows that save a business owner an hour or two every single day. For beginners, smaller projects often start around $25 to $35 per hour, or $150 to $300 per project. As you get more advanced, it's not unusual to charge $50 to $100 per hour for complex automations. Here's your roadmap. In week 1, pick one no-code tool and learn how to build simple connections. In weeks 2 and 3, build 3 to 5 automations that solve real problems, organizing files, sending notifications, or summarizing information with AI. By week 4 and beyond, use those examples to get your first clients. Small business owners, solo creators, or agencies. Here's the reality check. This role takes more learning up front. You'll spend time watching tutorials and experimenting. But the payoff is that your skills compound over time, and your value and rates go up. Pro tip, keep a simple win list. Every time you build an automation that saves someone time, write down how many hours it saves per week or per month. That's exactly what you show future clients when you ask for higher rates. So which of these 5 jobs feels the most realistic for you to start in the next 30 days? If you want something simple and repetitive, start with data annotation or conversational AI rating. If you want something more stable, focus on AI-assisted customer support. And if you want more freedom and room to grow over time, look at AI-powered virtual assistant work or no-code AI automation. And if you want more realistic remote jobs you can do in 2026 with no calls and no meetings, watch this video right here next. I'll walk you through real companies, real job listings, and exactly what to search for.